It's officially spring and some new books have sprung onto my shelves. Welcome back to Read in Rome. I'm your host, Kaylin, and welcome to a spring book haul. Today I'm going to be showing off some recent book purchases that I've made of some novels, some graphic novels, some poetry books, and I have an awesome surprise at the end, which is not a book, but is book related. So if you like books, bookshelves, cats, and board games, you will want to stick around. The first book I have seen a little bit on the internet and also know of someone who read it and really enjoyed it, and that is Never Whistle at Night. It is an Indigenous dark fiction anthology, so it's by 26 different Indigenous authors. Even though it's dark, it's not all hoary and gory. There are just some really dark themes throughout this book. The cover is just gorgeous to begin with, and also picked this up at a local bookstore. So I roamed to Reading in Public out in West Des Moines and snagged this. The next book, the spine intrigued me. Once I saw the title of the book, I was like, you know what? I pulled it off the shelf. I am purchasing this at my local bookstore, and that is Man, This House by Brian Asmund. And I had no idea what was going into it. I just solely bought it based off the title. It's a shorter novel, which I'm really excited about. Sabrina Haskins and her family have just moved into their dream home, a gorgeous craftsman in the rapidly growing southwestern city of Jackson Hill. At first glance, the house is perfect, but things aren't always what they seem. Sabrina is hearing odd noises, seeing strange visions. Their neighbors are odd or absent, and Sabrina's already fraught relationship with her son is about to be tested in a way no parent could ever imagine. While the family might be the newest owners of 4596 James Circle, they are far from its only residents. Ooh, spooky. So I'm intrigued to see how spooky and haunted this house tale gets. Next up, we are blossoming into the graphic novels, and this is a book that I've already purchased, read, and loved, and it's the fourth installment in the Waffles and Pancake series, and that is Waffles and Pancake, Best Friends Forever. This is by Drew Brockington, and this is such the cutest book, especially for kids. This is the prequel series to the Catsternaut series, and it features Waffles and Pancake as they head to space camp to meet their forever friends that are then featured in the Catsternaut series. And this is the fourth book, so there's 3 more before this, so go and pick them up. But I really love and enjoy this and think it's great for kids, adults alike. Next up is another great tale that was released earlier this year, and that is The Rat Pack, Live Fast and Eat Trash. This is written by Stephanie Cook and illustrated by Whitney Gardner. I personally loved this story. It features the Benz family, a trio of raccoons in the risky business of dumpster diving. When the family discovers a new upscale grocery store that's throwing away perfectly good food at the end of each day, they hatch a heist so daring it'll have them rolling in garbage all winter long. But a critter-despising CEO, Jeff Beans, and the high-tech security system he's installed means it's going to have to take all the skills the Rat Pack have, and maybe some help from a cat burglar with a mysterious past. So if you love raccoons, trash, heists, this is the book for you. Next up is a beautiful cover, A Demon in the Wood. This is a Shadow and Bone graphic novel, but this is the Darkling's origin story told in graphic novel format. It matches my shirt and my love for this beautiful purple color, so purchase that. Next up was a birthday gift, and that was Lore Olympus Volume 5, Holy Toledo. I have all the paperbacks, but this hardback is heavy. I need to read Volume 4, so we're on Volume 5 here. Hades and Persephone's, Falling in Love, and this is the 5th installment in that series. And last but not least, we're gonna sprout into our poetry collections. I definitely did that out of order. Bloom, sprout, sprout, bloom. Oops, my bad. But the first book I am so excited for, it's going to be out of this world, literally. It is Life on Mars by Tracy K. Smith. This is a Pulitzer Prize winner. I also got this at Reading in Public, and it came with this in it. This little recommendation sheet, which I highly recommend putting these in books, because this is what caught my eye, and I'm like, will this sheet live up to the hype of this book? This poetry collection is a wondrous delight of cosmic speculation, humanity, and outer space. It's a great place to start if you're wanting to dip your toes into poetry but don't know where to start. If you want to get a sense of the collection, turn to page 19 for the poem, Don't You Wonder Sometimes? Tracy K. Smith is a phenomenal poet and is well deserving of the Pulitzer Prize win. So, Pulitzer Prize, new author to me, about space, poetry, I'm sold. So let's see how good this book is. Hopefully I can get to it sometime soon. Next up is a rather smaller scale book, and that is Poems for Morning. I want to do a reading vlog with this, so if you are intrigued, let me know in the comment section down below. But this book is divided into 3 sections of morning: dawn, morning, and the day ahead. This book has a bunch of poems by a bunch of different poets, so I'm excited to dive into this bright book. Last but not least, for the last book in the haul, we're going back to outer space. We were in space, then we came back down to Earth, but we're going back into space because me, you, and the moon by Oliver Baxter. This is a collection of poems. I've started reading it, but I haven't finished it yet, but it is one of my more favorite collections of poetry that I've recently read. So I'm enjoying it so far, and the cover is just so soft and matte, and it's beautiful as well. And last but not least, we have, drumroll please, a book board game. We have By the Book. You place together the perfectly balanced bookshelf for our furry friend using a good dose of reasoning and sharp visual perception. 40 gradually progressing challenges using up to 12 different books will keep you on your toes. How to play? You pick a puzzle card, place the pieces with the clues on the card, and flip the card over to see the solution. I saw this on TikTok last year, and it was sold out. And then finally it came back in stock and I bought it. And did you know that Labib not only catalogs books, movies, music, and video games, they also now catalog board games? The board game feature is in beta, so it is manual entry only, but it is preferred that you go onto the website, go into your collection, go to manual entry, and there will now be an option for you to add in board games. And then you can also help build the database because it is the only crowdsourced option that they have right now. And it's just so exciting, and I can't wait to add this board game to Labib and then also play it. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so much fun. Anyways, that's going to be it for today's video. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have purchased any awesome books recently. And anyways, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time for a new bookish video.